It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Ricknall. This is Scooter. The Fairy Callies.
I have got to get a different noise. This isn't going to work.
No.
Are you in agreement?
I agree with that.
All
Yes.
right. I've got an idea. I just got to make it happen.
Well, having an idea and executing an idea are two different
things. The day before Christmas, I'll finally get some other sound.
Be a little late for that. Yeah.
But come January, I get the whoop whoop back. So.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because that's the terms. I've got 2 Thanksgiving month. I had to do the gobble, and then this, and then I get to go back to the whoop whoop.
We need to renegotiate.
Renegotiate the terms.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear you.
How's your night last night?
It was long. It was actually good. It was long, but
had a cute little program presented at Dunbar Auditorium with the second graders, all the second grade classes.
Listen to you. I had a cute little program. I had a cute 3 little programs. We were videoing the second graders.
But it was cute.
It was.
It was nice to see a little bit of change. I told my granddaughter Charlie afterwards, and I said, I really expected to see the same program your daddy did when he was in second grade.
Well, because
they don't change it very often.
They got 3, and they rotate the 3. Is usually what happens. So,
yeah.
But it was cute. All the kids were. It was based on them wanting to have a snow day, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And all the
a little
songs
bit different when you walk outside at 64 degrees.
Yes. I don't think you're going to have a snow day today, children. I'm do apologize.
Hate to tell you that. The way they did it this year was good. They didn't have all the classes jammed in there at one time. They did, I think, 3 or 4 different teachers groups.
Yeah.
They all wore different color shirts.
It was cool.
It was pretty neat, and they had all the kids separated afterwards. So you had to go sign your child out, and for safety purposes, and that's pretty good.
I like that. It was sort of like signing out a library card. They said.
Yeah.
But library book.
Signing out a book. Books don't move. The people have to come to the book and sign them out.
It was pretty cool.
But it really was. It was really cool. Mr. Tim Nelson and his wife and everybody that helped him, congratulations. You pulled off a great program, and we really, really enjoyed it. XL7-TV was there last night. They videoed it, as you well know. And those DVDs or flash drives or whatever will be available.
He's going to start working on them today. Yeah, it's by order only. We send them to the school. They put it in the kids' files and send them home, or we can mail them to you. But if you're looking for one or needing one, just give the station a call and we'll get you.
And the number here at the station is?
Well, good question. I'll give you my cell phone.
BR549.
Yeah. You can call my cell phone number, 404-5981, and I'll make sure we get you down.
Yeah. It's a good keepsake for your child. They will not believe in 4 or 5 years when you play it for them that was really them standing up on that stage going 5, 6, 7 feet of snow. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7 feet of snow.
You might have them songs down pat.
I've got them after hearing them. That many times I got them down pat. You were coming in singing the chill song, so.
I did not.
Yes, you
Prove
did. Yeah. Okay, we're going to watch a recording done a few minutes ago now.
You got that commercial on national TV that's got the red flag, the challenge flag?
Yeah.
I'm throwing in the challenge flag. Prove it.
We're going to watch a recording I did a couple minutes ago.
There we go. Time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Let's spit it out there real quick.
Spit it out.
With all our respect is not just their motto, it's how they do business. 29 locations to serve you in the state of Arkansas, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff do a wonderful job in your time of need, the morning prayer. Lord, today we come to you humbly, and we just pray that you'll be with the families that have lost loved ones. Lord, the family of Tracy Munson, Becks County Deputy, buried him yesterday, Lord, and we just pray that you'll continue to be with them as they try to figure out how to fill that gap at Christmas time. And Lord, we pray for the McBride family as they will too today say goodbye to TJ, who is a not only the father figure of those boys, but several other boys in the community looked up to him for guidance and help with mechanic things with their cars and trucks. And Lord, we pray that you'll be with Don and Kyle and Dylan as they suffer through this evening as they do the memorial service for TJ. Lord, we pray for not just the ones that we know personally, Lord, but there's been several that have lost their lives this past week, and it's awful close to the birth of Christ that these people are losing their lives. Lord, we just pray that you'll comfort the families as they deal with this. Lord, we pray for those that are traveling and keep them safe. Lord, we just pray that you'll continue to bless us as a nation. Lord, get us on the right track that only you can do. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen. Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, 29 locations to serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee, with all our respect. Go check them out, Highway 5 North, past Hospital Drive on the right-hand side. The biggest American flag you've probably ever seen. Pull in there, go talk to them about pre-planning, funeral services, cemetery plots, and such. They'll be glad to help you. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Century 21, Lee Mack Realty, the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on Live Views, and this is what you get to see. A little hazy today.
It is.
Yesterday was foggy.
It was. I'll give you that.
Last night about 7:30, it started getting foggy again.
It did. It did. I was driving home, and it was really froggy out.
It just rolled right on in. The frogs were plentiful. What you're looking at is Baxter County, Arkansas, the city of Cotter. Over to your left is the Rainbow Bridge. Off to your right, where the two lights are, is Contractors Trust. Straight ahead would be the ball field, the Railroad Museum, just the city of Cotter itself. Cotter's a pretty quaint little town there in Baxter County, Arkansas. Way off to your distance that you can't see a whole lot of, that'd be the state of Missouri. Mountain Home is over to your right. Bull Shoals is off to your left. Any other shots we can look at? There we go. There's that shot of the Rainbow Bridge. We'll have to get us a still shot of that sometime with all the lights on it. So we can show that some morning. There's the baseball field. Looks like they're doing some cleanup down there along the railroad, or along the water's edge there.
Yep.
Just
Beautiful
pretty cool
shot, though.
City of Cotter is doing their tour of lights down there in Cotter from now until the 31st of December. You want to go check out some cool Christmas lights, take a trip down to Cotter and do that. If you want to see some more of these type shots, go to retiredtoarkansas.net. The Z-Team brings you that 24 hours a day, and they'll zoom in, zoom out, and they'll go through 15, 16 different locations, different shots that they have there. Really enjoy that. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. I always say they're busy, but never too busy to assist you. And let's go check out some temperatures, Scooter.
All right.
City of Mountain Home is 49, Harrison's 48, Batesville, Arkansas is 56, Yellville is 50, Marshall is 55, Salem is 48, Mountain View 55, Calico Rock 48, West Plains, Missouri is 48, Springfield, Missouri 42, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 52, and St. Louis is 45. Take a look at the radar. We'll pan out, give it some time to catch up. Lots of rain going from Dallas, Texas, all the way up to Canada, Quebec.
Taking its own sweet time to collect up, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it goes. It's starting to get
Bleep,
there.
bleep, bleep. Just about the time I'm ready to move it, it's finally coming in. They just don't want to play right. There we go. Yep. We'll zoom in here. Get us a better look at the state of Arkansas. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, look like around 8 o'clock it's going to clear up, and anything south of that, it's going to be a little bit damp from Fort Smith over to Memphis, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff. Yeah, but it's not going to last too long. Could rain pretty good around 11, 12 o'clock, probably just a quick shower. The heavy stuff pretty much is just staying down to the south until around lunchtime. Well, we got there avalanche warnings and snow in the Colorado Rockies.
They can have it.
And where are you going skiing at?
Wisconsin.
Oh, no Rockies in Wisconsin.
No Rockies.
No Rockies in Wisconsin. And, of course, this warnings map does a great job keeping everything out of the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, don't cross this border.
Do not cross the Arkansas-Missouri border. You're going to run into some dense fog advisories. If you go down south into Louisiana along the Gulf Coast, you're going to have it there as well. Kansas looks like it's got some. This stuff up here, across the northern portion up toward Canada, it's pretty cold up there. It looks like a winter storm warning.
They can expect that.
They can, yeah, sure can. 7-day forecast. Today, patchy fog, chance of showers, 57 degrees is the high, 30% chance of rain. Showers tonight, 90%. 90% tomorrow with showers likely, high of 59. Thursday night, low of 46, slight chance of showers, and then partly cloudy. On Friday, sunny, high of 57, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers on Friday night, low of 41. Saturday, showers likely, then slight chance of showers, high of 51 degrees, slight chance of showers on Saturday. Saturday night, that is, a low of 39. Sunday, partly sunny and high of 53. Take a look at the early part of next week. 40% chance of rain, high near 59. And then next Tuesday, high of 58, 70% chance of rain. It's going to be plenty wet.
We got a lot of rain this week.
But it's not going to turn white.
Nope.
5, 6, 7 feet of snow. We're not even going to get the big chill.
No, we're not. We're not. Sorry. You're going to have to wait for another week. No snow days this week.
No snow days this week. Lake levels at Norfolk, 552.22, currently generating 1 at this time. It's a 0.22 above full pool of 552. Lake Bull Shoals, 654.80, which is 4.2 below full pool of 659. They're currently generating 5. If you want an updated report on the dams, give them a call at 870-431-5311, and you can listen to the recording. They'll let you know what's going on with the dam report. And that is the dam report, lake levels, and all the weather updates for you, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zador of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty here in Mountain Home, 870-405-0793. That's their number. Give them a call or go to their website. Check out all the MLS listings at retiredarkansas.net. And we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're going to talk about some community happenings.
Community happenings. Here we go.
Here we
Bring
go.
them at me.
Hackler Intermediate School is hosting a Jingle Bell 5K and 1 mile fun run on Saturday at the campus of ASU Mountain Home. Registration will begin at 7:50, with the 5K starting at 8 o'clock. The 1 mile fun run will follow at 8:10.
You going to do it?
No.
No. Not even a question.
I'm going to sneeze. No, you don't even have to ask that one. Huh?
I zoomed in on you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just to help people at home realize what was going on.
There you go. All proceeds of the race will go to Hackler Intermediate School students for field trips and special events. Participants are encouraged to wear holiday costume. Awards will begin for the top 3 finishers or top 3 best dressed runners. The cost is $25 for the 5K, $10 for the fun run. That'd be fun. You going to do it?
If I was here, we're going to Hot Springs.
Are you going to be in Hot Springs at a wrestling meet? Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Baxter County jurors do not have to report for the rest of the year. That's a hallelujah for them. Bull Shoals has elected a new mayor. Mike Sabu received 342 votes, and David Nixon received 313. So that runoff election is over, and Bull Shoals will have a new mayor. Big Flat has re-elected Mayor Wiseman down there at Big Flat, and that will take care of that. City Cotter, I mentioned a little bit earlier, is doing their Tour of Lights down in Cotter from now until the 31st of December. Go check that out. There's a house and tree decorating contest going on as well. I also want to mention the Arkansas State University Mountain Home and the City of Mountain Home's Festival of Lights that goes on at the campus there and at ASU Mountain Home. And that's nightly. I guess it starts at around 6, runs till 9:30ish.
Yeah, runs till dark till about 9:30.
Yeah. If you haven't been there, go check it out. It is not the same event as it was last year. It seems
last year was good, and they just made it better. So
it just keeps growing. I don't know how
it's worth going back for.
I don't know how they plan to keep that going and growing. So, but got something in mind.
There you go.
There's some community happenings for you. We're going to be back in just a moment with the mayor of Mountain Home, Mr. Hillrey Adams. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Mayor Hillrey Adams is with us this morning. How are you, sir?
I am doing fine for such another, looks like could be a nasty, dreary day or two out there.
Yeah,
so.
It's kind of froggy beating up out there again.
It is. We left here yesterday morning, a group of us made a road trip down to Batesville with our contractors and engineers and design team on the center. I don't think we knew where we were at till we got down to about Cushman or somewhere down there yesterday. It was not quite that bad out there today, but it is
And it lasted, gosh, till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
not used to seeing that.
But I'm ready for some. I hope we don't get a lot of rain. This rain that's in the forecast I've heard y'all talking about. So,
All week.
Hopefully it won't be much because we've got so much happening right now. That's at critical stages of work. Some of it that we really don't need big rains. A small one won't hurt us a lot, but a big one could really shut us down for.
We want to talk about all those big projects and all that important work that's happening, but let's talk about something that everybody likes and enjoys. Let's talk about the Christmas lights over at ASU Mountain Home real quick.
I heard you folks mentioning them when I walk in the door. The Culture Celebration lights is back for year 2. I can tell you that we have probably close to doubled the amount of lights this year. On Friday and Saturday nights, the remainder of the month of December, and then on every night from December the 16th through the 24th, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus will be out there. They'll be up there in the Keller Green area there in front of Roller Hall. But also on the nights of the 16th through the 24th, there's going to be some really good activities, Bob, for the kids. We're going to have a carousel out there. And we're going to have a little train they can ride through the lights. And this year, when you get to the bottom of the hill there, you go down the hill, the shed's on your right, and you're working your way down the hill. And when you get to the big Gregory display down there, you can go straight off into that parking lot there in front of Goddess Hall. Mm-hmm. We'll have parking down there. It's there any night to walk through, but all the festivities will be on Friday or Saturday night, or the 16th through the 24th. So feel free to pull down in that parking lot park. It's real easy. It's marked. You walk right back up Candy Cane Lane, and you can see that real well. And you're right there in front of Roller Hall, and everything in front of Roller and those other buildings there in that upper complex is all lit up this year. We had a few there last year, but not a lot. But we've added a lot. The light display this year, Molly told me after the night we had the opening ceremony on the 20th, we grew over 10 sponsors this year. And that's how we keep maintaining this thing and keep it going. Plus, I guess one of the things that helps us more than anything is that bucket at the end. We still do not charge an admission. Mm-hmm. And as long as Robin Myers and I have anything to do with this, we're going to do our best to keep from charging an admission. We don't want to turn anybody away that wants to come through there with a carload of kids or can't afford a normal gate fee. We want them to come out and enjoy that time and see that show. But anybody that can throw in something in that bucket on the end where you go out there on that west gate on 62, that's what really, really helps. Last year we raised right at $37,000 in donations. 25%, Bob, of the donation bucket goes back to the scholarships at this college. The rest of that we can put into more lights for the next year. And I can tell you those displays are not cheap you see out there. But we've had so many people step up this year and actually bought displays. A couple of them, I like to have fun with people driving through there, and I've taken a few folks through or walked through. Can you tell me who might have bought that? And they look at it, and you got an oven with somebody putting a pizza in an oven, and they'll sit there a minute and figure out, Shades Appliance maybe? And those things are scattered all through there, and there's been a lot of creativity added to it, and we still need volunteers. If anybody'd like to come out there, and we've got a great group helping us during the week from Care Center Ministries, the men and women, and they help on the inbound gate on College, handing out the information cards, reminding folks to dim their lights, etc. On the outbound gate where we take the donations, we've got a few nights left there where we could use a volunteer or two, but on the nights of the festivities, on Friday and Saturdays and the 16th through the 24th, you got the carousel rides, you got the train rides, you got hot chocolate available, you got cookies, you got hot dogs and stuff like that. There's an actual concession stand been built up there.
I've seen pictures of it. It looks pretty nice.
Next to Roller Hall that the ASU maintenance employees erected. And they've put a lot of work and effort into that. So when you come up there this year, stroll over there, get you a cup of hot chocolate, a hot dog, or maybe some cookies, holiday cookies. And Molly's got a group of people working on that. And, Bob, just like last year, we kept mentioning Molly Morgan, that name. This thing's called the Culture Celebration Alliance, but it would not be possible without the work Molly Morgan puts into this. And it's about to become a year-round project for her. Mm-hmm. And she's a great organizer. She gets the people in the right places that she needs. And it's going very well so far this year. Pretty excited.
When you have your bucket at the end, cash drop only?
Cash drop, but now I don't have one with me. There's an actual card we give you at the gate that's got a QR code on it. And you can scan that and pay by credit card. We do take donations by that this year. And we're hoping next year to have a couple more things available for payment purposes or donations through Venmo and some things like that. But this year, you can scan that code and enter your credit card number and make a donation to us that way this year as well.
The trail to see the lights is open every night of the week?
Every night. The lights come on at 5:30, and now it's getting a little bit dark a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, I'm out there pretty much every night for a short period of time at least. And people start coming through about 5:10, 5:15 when the lights come on. Well, everything out there is connected on a timer. And it's pretty neat to watch. Not every single timer, they're all set for the same time, but by the time a guy walks from one to another and gets all this stuff activated, there's maybe a little delay. And if you stand in the right spot or two, you can actually see this one come on, and then you just watch. They just start. It's kind of like the wave, an old football stadium. It just starts going through there, and they light up, and they stay on till 10 o'clock. Every night, and then the timers will shut them off, and it goes dark out there at 10 every night. And that's 7 nights a week, Bob. So we want everybody to come out. We're seeing, like we did last year, cars from an hour away, South Missouri. It's not uncommon at all to, we try to track zip codes there when people come in, where you're from, so we know. And it's not uncommon at all to see in Calico Rock, Gainesville, West Plains, stuff up in southern Missouri, and then maybe an hour any direction from here, and we're seeing that.
Yeah, I know over the Thanksgiving break that there were some far distant out-of-state plates come through or zip codes that were registered.
Yeah, there were the visitors that were here for the holidays, and we fully expect that again when Christmas week rolls around here.
It's a good time. If you haven't been to Culture Celebration Lights at the campus of the AFSU Mountain Home, you need to do that. The entrance is off of College.
Yeah, off South College, you enter that, and Bob, we do everything we can to keep anybody coming in that west gate over, because people are driving through there with their lights off. Mm-hmm. No lights. There may be a couple of pedestrians floating around somewhere in there. Some of the staff people working. So we really want one-way traffic through there. So coming off College, right there between Central Heat and Air and Gregory Company, there's a gate right there, and we got it marked very well. Come in, come see us, come often.
Tune your radio station, I believe it's 88.1.
88.1, and that's something that we're going to be working on next year, Bob. That's a low band FM we've got set up, and it works pretty good some nights, some clear weather nights. You get a windy night, you get a night where you get a lot of traffic in there. But this year, if you're up there walking around in front of Roller, the school has put out some outdoor speakers that they're playing music from a computer in one of those buildings out there. I'm not sure which one. Yeah. So when you walk through there at Keller Green and everything in front of Roller, you're listening to some music. So we've already made a decision. One of the things we want to do with some money next year is Bluetooth some speakers throughout the trail of the lights, which will give it much more clarity, and it won't be affected, like it is by weather or traffic and some things.
So put your windows down and
roll
turn
your
the heat up a little bit.
And if it's too cold, turn the heat on high. But if it's raining, just crack them just a little bit. And that's something we're going to try to do next year with it right there.
That'll be a good ad.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the city business of Mountain Home here in just a moment. At 7:30, we're going to take a quick break. We're with Hillrey Adams, the mayor of Mountain Home. Be back in just a moment.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Gig for you.
We're back.
You're being the big chill there.
I know. We had to come back. We're live.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We got
Bob.
a show to do, right? Talking with Hillrey Adams, the mayor of Mountain Home. Got a lot of street projects going on?
We have, right now the big one, Bob, is up there on Russell behind the lab, getting Russell Street rebuilt from 201 all the way up to Breckenridge. And they're in that area there around the lab between 201 and the curve there right now. Anytime you're up in that area, be careful. That's a pretty major project. And when the portion from 201 up to that curve there just past the lab, that's a different build there because of the truck traffic and everything going in and out that way. And while we're building that, we still got to be able to make sure the lab can get their trucks in and out there and do the work they have to have. So that's going to be we'll get through it. It'll get done, but it's just going to be a little bit of a challenge right there. But
are they doing a rebuild, curbs, gutters, and sidewalks?
Yes, curbs, gutters, sidewalks, underground drainage, the whole ball of wax right there, and have done that all the way north up to Breckenridge, which is the last street in the city limits right there. And so it's a mess up there right now. Be careful. Slow down when you're up there around those folks. It'll take your time. leave earlier, allow yourself more time, but be careful in those areas. That's the big one. And then the other street construction crew, we got some more grants for the through RDOT for that trail project out at McCabe. And everybody talks about the walking trail to ASU. Well, we're hoping sometime early next year you're going to be able to walk from ASU to McCabe and go under the highway. And so right now we've got a crew out there. We're building a couple of structures out there over a couple of those creeks that are back in there behind the Sycamore Springs Nursing Facility and the park. And we've already got some trail over there around McCabe, but you will eventually be able to start out at ASU, walk that trail, go under the 412 there at those two bridges, and walk all the way through to McCabe. And when we get that new center built, you're going to be able to walk completely around it and back. And a piece of that's there now, so we've got a crew out there, and we're doing some of that concrete work and that stuff we got through that grant to get that trail ready to go. And we may, how wet the winter gets is going to depend on how far we get in there. That's a pretty boggy ground back in there and low and the floodplains, and so once it gets wet, we may have to suspend work on that for a while. But
when will you start doing overlays up around Hickory Park?
That'll all start probably next June or July. We've already got that award from the state aid street program. We've already been confirmed that that's done, and we're good there. And we hope to have all of our sewer work. In fact, we met down there last week with some other water sewer crews and street guys and have a plan on. We're going to shift some of our water sewer work from one street to another just so we can make sure. We don't want to still be there working when the overlay starts. And we've still got all the Hickory, Dyer, Lee, and First, Second, some of that stuff up in that area there. We'll all get the overlays on it probably June or July of next year. When that's normally the time of year that they do those projects for us. And we should be completely done with all the sewer in that area by that time, we hope. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
that's the big hope.
Yeah, and but I feel very good about that right there, and that'll be our big overlay area for next year.
How's the parks projects coming?
Parks are going really, really well. We talked a little bit earlier about rain can be your worst enemy. Right now at Cliffs Toilet, Bob, and I know you know a lot about that from your years out there at the park with your boys and stuff, that there's a complete facelift going on with that park. And right now we've got the lower two fields, which were like the Next and the Ritter fields down there. They were called the first two when you come in. We've already, the contractor's got the excavation done, he's got the curbing in, and he's got the rock base probably 75% on those. The underground drainage is already in. Then the next field up the hill, which was a Methvin field right in that concession stand, we rotated that one and got it where the home plate and the bleacher area will be right by the concession stand, and it's now facing the maintenance shop out there in the left field, and took in part of the old T-ball field. They are ready, or it looked like yesterday the drainage work's almost done on that, and they'll start putting base on that any day. And then they are working on the Babe Ruth field. They've already got a lot of the excavation done there. Still got a lot to do on that one. And then they can start the base and the drainage work on that field. And then the big one in the back, the adult softball, that field will actually be taken out completely and will be in a 100% turf complex back there. And by doing that one, T-ball has always played that little bitty field right over there by the maintenance shop. We're going to have it back there, and we can play 3 T-ball games at a time. So next summer when we get started, we can start T-ball whatever time that might be, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm not even sure when they do that. But we could probably have 3 games going at a time and play 2 games a night and be out of there by 7:30 for those little ones, rather than keeping them up as late. And there's a concession stand right there at it. That old one back in the back will get a facelift. So right now, the thing we need most out there is some dry weather. Let that contractor get in there. The company that's doing the sunshades is here. They're already starting to drill the structures to put up the shades. The new lights are up. The LED lights for that complex are already up. All the poles, the lights are up. They got a little wiring work to do. The netting, structures that hold the netting, the poles that hold those up, all those little chain link backstops are gone. It'll all be replaced with netting like up at Keller. That is, all those are up, and our idea is that by January, February, we'll move back in there from our own side of the street and be ready to do the final concrete work. And we're pushing a pretty aggressive deadline, but we've got a baseball tournament out there March 3rd. So, you know, I've got these guys, hey, I don't care what days you work, Saturday, Sunday, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, whenever, let's get this thing rolling. And the weather's going to be a key to us.
Where will adult softball go to?
Well, you know, we hadn't really had any adult softball happening, but it could still be played on that field. It will look like a softball field, and for T-ball, we can just do throw down bases and those in left and right field corner and in there on the home plate and have 3 little T-ball games going.
Okay.
But it could still be used for adult softball. It could be used for soccer. It could be used for kickball. It could be used for a variety of things. And
heck, we used to play football up there.
You could do a lot of stuff on that right there. And that's a big field. We actually pushed it out a little bit so we could get a better bleacher and seating area right behind it and make it handicap accessible. So we actually built that field and moved it out. I think it's 10 to 15 feet, something like that, towards the woods back there. And it's still going to be the same size field. But, you know, right now we have seen very little adult softball, but we're seeing a lot of ragball. And, you know, that raggball's become probably a lot more popular in this area, maybe. But you could that's going to be a true multi-purpose field, that big one back there, and have a lot of things happening.
How are things going at Hickory Park?
Hickory Park's done.
I see the horseshoe pits are there.
Horseshoe pits are there. The only thing we've got left to do, and we've been too busy with Christmas lights and other things, we've got to build the backstops for the horseshoe pits. I mean, and put the stakes in the center, but the pit area is done. And here in the winter, when we get a little bit of break and some guys got some time to build those backstops, they will. And put that up, and, you know, next spring you should be able to go up there and throw you some horseshoes, you know, and do that. I think we end up, what, six lanes up there or something like that? Yeah. 6 or 8, something like that right there. And that's the only thing left at Hickory to do right there. It's done, and you know, it's still. I had a group of people in town this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and we drove down Dyer Street, and I'd never said a word. We're just using Dyer Street to get from point A to point B. And that person that was in the truck with me says they really love going by that park and seeing the people out there on that. And it's almost every
day somebody is there.
Somebody's there. And
it's not just 1 or 2 somebodies. It's 5 or 6 somebodies.
It is, yeah.
I've gone by it several different times during each day and make a run that direction, and it's always got somebody.
I tell you what I like as much as anything about it is getting that message like I did that day from that mother that was about an hour from here that had a 10-year-old up there in that swing set that had never been in a swing set because of their limitations. And so that makes it worth it. Every penny of it when you get those type messages right there, and you see those kids up there playing, or they get in that rotator. I don't even know what the thing's called, but they slide back and forth. Somehow it's a big rocking thing, and that child can get up there in there with kids of other, you know, that don't have those same physical limitations, and they're all in that thing having a big time together.
Yeah, doing it together.
Together.
Yeah,
you're exactly right. It's all inclusive, and so
now I can do something that my big brother Johnny gets to do, and I've never been able to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Grandma and Grandpa can pull you up there because they may be the one that are in the wheelchair or on a walker or something, and they can pull up there now, bring you to the playground and watch you play. Mm-hmm. And they hadn't been able to do that here. So it's done. Hickory is right there.
How'd the bike event go?
The bike event again this year was huge. And, I had an opportunity to go out there on a Friday evening. And I think it was Saturday for a few minutes and visit with some of those people. Again, they were from all over the state of Arkansas. I probably had a few maybe out of South Missouri. I don't remember for sure. But they love coming here. They love that course that we've got out there. And if there's anything that we bring to this town, it's a true family event. That is one. And those people are some of the best stewards of that park I've ever seen. When they get done, there's the only evidence of them being there is some bike tracks. Mm-hmm. And that stuff will grow back in a day or two. Another big crowd, and we're hoping that they come back next year. Now, it's very rare they go any place 2 years in a row, and they made that very clear to me, the NICA folks have. But they were so impressed here last year, we got them a second in a row. But there's only so many of those places in Arkansas they can take those high school teams. Mm-hmm. And they like to move it around, and rightfully so. You want those riders to go to different courses and have different challenges. But I like them coming here.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them I'd bring them here once a month. It didn't matter to me how often they come, but because that's good for the community, and they like the way they're treated when they're in town. Mm-hmm. And you can go to the restaurants here in town, Bob, or you can go downtown to some of the places on the square, and they're there. After they ride that bike all day and get out there and do that, they take that family and they go eat that night somewhere. They spend the night in the hotels here.
Yeah, it's nothing but good for the city.
It's great, and I'd love to see them coming once a month. Make it the third weekend of the month and come every one, be fine with me.
There you go. Time for a break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going? See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Mayor Hillrey Adams is with us. What else is going on in the big city of Mountain Home?
Well, you know, we kind of, when we come up here each month, we kind of talk about the parks and what's happening there, and we've done that with the exception of the community center, Bob. And if you haven't been out to McCabe lately, We have now started the actual access to the site where the building's going to be. The road is being built. That's going to end up being a public street that'll go up, go around our facility and tie into some other properties back there. So we are building the road up there. And I can tell you that right now it looks like by the time we get the box culvert built over that creek that you see just off the road there, we'll have to go over that, and then the road will continue on up the hill to where the facility is going to be. By the time we get top of that hill in another 8-10 weeks, we're going to be ready to start site work on that facility, which would put us late January, February moving dirt. We had another session yesterday with our construction manager team and architect and design team, and kind of made our last revision to any floor plans on it. This thing is actually 3 buildings, Bob. You got the building that has a gymnasium, the walking trail, the multi-purpose building that could be used for volleyball, pickleball, wrestling, all those type things over there. Then you got the building that's got the indoor pool, the competition pool, the therapy pool, and then the middle building will be the community center piece of it that has the meeting rooms, the exercise rooms, and those type things. The gymnasium piece design on that's 98% done. What we call the indoor pool complex and auditorium area and stuff, that's probably 75% done or better. We got a few things we're still tweaking on that plan, and then the community center is probably close to that. Our budget has been developed for the gymnasium side of it, and is real close, within about a week, 10 days of being done so on the pool side of it. So now we're pushing to the middle, so if we have to make any adjustments on it or not, we'll know where we need to be there. But after yesterday, we feel very good that we're going to have the plans by the end of this month. Total plans on a project pushing 80 to 90%, which gives us what we need for a site plan. And with a site plan, we can start moving dirt, getting footings. So, a lot of folks don't understand, and I've learned so much during this process. When you build a 100,000 square foot building, and it's got heating and air systems in it, it's got lighting systems in it, it's got mechanical systems, it's got plumbing, it's got everything it's got in it has all got to be planned, every piece of that. We had a meeting, I never dreamed, Bob, that you could do this, but the other day, we spent an hour in a meeting with that design team on nothing but lighting in a facility. Going through that and, making sure we have good lighting in it, and that it's the type lighting that operates efficiently and stuff like that for the future. And so there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. It's a giant crossword puzzle or a jigsaw puzzle. That's what it is, and you got to put them all together before you see what that thing's going to look like. And we are very, very close. And it can't start soon enough, but we're far enough along. We do have the road going in. You can see that now, and if you can sit there and look where that road is, and just imagine it'll cross that creek down there, and it's going to swing a little bit towards your right, a slight curve in it, and get you up on top of that hill to where this thing's going to set. So, you're going to see a lot of activity out there. January and February starting to happen out there.
You've got a newly elected city clerk that started his job a little bit early.
He did. The other former clerk had resigned October 31st and to start his new endeavors. And after the election was settled, we brought in the newly elected one and had a conversation. When would you like to go to work? And he said, well, I need 2 to 3 weeks. So we sat down and put together a plan. And, first thing the council had to declare a vacancy and then go ahead and appoint him, which the council could do. And he showed up Monday of this week. And by the time he got there, Tina Gregory and Shirley there in my office, they had him lined up with plenty to do, and he hadn't come out of that office this week. And they're getting him organized and caught up, and kind of showing him the ropes. And he'll be going in January with us to the municipal league to attend the clerk's portion of that, and start getting him some formal training from the Clerks Association and stuff. So he's already got his little nest made in there, and he's got an email and got his phone. He's ready to go, and he's there every day now.
Did you end up with any newly elected city council members?
No, council stayed the same. Got the same group of 8 back right there, and so that's always a help when you can get that much of that council back. You remember back in 96, something like that. I think when you and I were elected to the council, there were 7 out of 8 of us brand new.
Yeah.
And if you'll remember, we had some struggles trying to learn our roles and what we were supposed to do. And if I remember part of that, we kind of said, okay, you guys focus on this, y'all focus on that, and learn that area real well, and then we'll share information. I remember us doing that. And so it's been a benefit to, get that many back so that we can, everybody's aware of what's going on around here. We can just keep on doing what we need to be doing.
So for all the new folks that just moved into Mountain Home, how often does the council meet, and where do they meet at? Council
meets the first and third Thursdays of each month. They're in the City Hall and council chambers and meet at 6 o'clock. All those meetings are open to the public. Anybody can come sit in and listen live in person if they want to. Thanks to this group right here, you can also watch it on Facebook and stuff like that. So, there's plenty of opportunity for people see and hear and know what's going on in town. The first and third Thursdays at 6 are the meeting nights. Now, the council may decide at some point in time we'd rather do the second and fourth, or some cities do one a month. So, all that agenda and schedules usually posted on Tuesday, the Tuesday preceding the council night. We try to get the agenda out. And I'm really looking forward to, with the new clerk and having somebody in that role now after a period of time where we're at, that each week you can access that through the city website as well. We've already had some conversation with them about doing that, and we're making that available where you can look on the website each week and not only see the agenda, but after a meeting, you can see the minutes once they're approved of the prior meeting. So see some stuff like that coming by.
What's the progress on the Sharp Family Fire Station?
That we've now got that sewer through there. We have finished that. We've come all the way up to the, is that O'Reilly's Auto Parts? Yeah, O'Reilly's. Everything that's done, that's in the ground. So now the cleanup work has been done. I think the contractor's 100% done with that. And now we have started backfilling up to the highway. We laid off that, first 20, 30 feet there from the road.
No need to redig
it. Dig it again. But we've got that, and now we're backfilling. And our goal is, to have enough of the site work done by the end of this coming year, 23. If I have my way and can make it happen, we would like to, by the end of 23, be ready to have that building designed and hopefully have an idea what's going to cost us and be ready to start that in early 24 and get that built. There's still a lot of dirt work to be done there. There'll have to be some select put on top of that field, a lot of that, so we've got a good stable base for that building, a lot of compaction and things like that to do to it. But the best compactor we got is Mother Nature and the weather she puts on it, and that helps everything we've been putting in there settle. And we think that site will be ready by the end of 23 for sure.
We've only got about a minute or so. Any plans on any annexation?
There's a lot of discussion going on right now, and we've had some, Bob, west of us. And the reason west of us is so critical, you've got 2 or 3 things happening out there right now. The Game and Fish, for one. Arkansas Game and Fish has bought 14 acres there behind the Dollar General. The Game and Fish is ultimately going to move their headquarters out there in the near future. And so we need to be able to get sewer to that. But just past that, a short distance, you've got the ASU Technical Center.
Mm-hmm.
And, ASU is now in a process of adding on to that facility. They're going to start that, I think it's boat manufacturing and stuff like that. So we need to get sewer down there to help better serve the Technical Center and them to grow. And when we do that, then we'll be looking to annex some of that 62 West property out there.
We're going to have to talk more about that the next time.
We can do it. Hopefully by next time we'll have our plan a little bit more.
There you go. We appreciate you joining us. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. See you tomorrow.